you doing?
Good, you?
Good. Good to see you. Craig, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to try to do both of these things at the same time. Get a mic check, mic check. Okay, we have Dean, Steve, and Zach starting out. Okay, first thing we want to look at is our positioning and our eyes. Okay, good job stepping down, Steve, on that last three-point attempt. Let's try to make sure we're not getting caught where we have players running on the outside of us. We want to have all the players inside of us. Okay, a little bit wider. Good patience, good no call, 18 minutes. Little tap on the wrist, ball went in. That's a play on, good no call. Sometimes our best calls are going to be no calls. Good flow to the game so far. Both teams still figuring out what each other is doing. Okay, we have a double whistle. Started from C's primary. Let's let C take control of that. This is where it comes down to lead, trusting the C, and not calling across the court. Was it the correct call? Yes. We should let the C take ownership of that play. C step down, step into the play, take ownership. Good call, basket went. Zach, you're going to want to be wide. Wider? Yep. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm good going up there. But thank you.
I know sometimes you guys get pinned down, so I'm trying to do some running for you.
Trying to eat on the go too, so take some notes. All right, Steve, good call at 15 minutes. Good strong whistle, reported it. The only thing we don't need to do is signal the bench side. Just a little thing, the color would be fine. $14.20, we had steps. Take a look at the steps on white 44. Was that a legal spin move?
You're inbound in Boston. You're like the one.
Lucas, you're recording, right? Okay. All right, Trail, let's not be afraid to bounce back a little bit closer to the 28-foot line. Z, there's not static or anything from right here, is there? Good. All right, hold on. Let's hold on with our subs. There you go. All right, we're in the right spots now. Perfect. Let's get to C. There we go. Get to the free throw line. All right, working a little high at the C right now. Let's make sure we stay at the free throw line to help out on plays to the basket. Good job of staying with the shooter all the way up, all the way down from the slot there. Stay with your shooter all the way up and down, up and down. You peeked at the basket right away at the trail. All right, 12-minute mark left in the first half. It's a good play for us to go back and look at as the new lead official coming down. We know our home base is the end line. Let's get there right away so we can be stationary. When we're stationary as officials, our play calling for correct is much higher. Our percentages are much higher than when we're moving. On that three-point shot, let's check to see if the center was in spot close enough down in the correct position. Looked a little high to me. Hold on, subs. All right, let's make sure we're controlling our subs. They don't get into bad habits once the school year starts. In the summer, we can try to correct those things. Hey, hang put, guys. Let me do my thing. Boom, boom. 22, foul. All right, subs, come on in now. We had a quick rotation there. Good job of picking that up. It's okay, it's okay. Keep working. All right, so we got a little goofy on that rotation, which is fine. Let's move on to the next play. Oh, we're usually the only ones that know that. Good call. His teammate put him in a bad spot. Hand caught in the cookie jar. There you go. All right, now position-wise, let's take a look at where we're inbounding the ball. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's make sure crew-wise there. One of our partners was still giving the stop sign and we inbounded the ball. Let's make sure we don't do that. All right, 9:15 mark at the lead position. Wondering why we have a count there coming into the front court. We should be getting back and trusting that the trail is getting that and having that count. $8:45 left. The score is 24-9 right now in the first half. Okay, that's a good play for us to go back and take a look at. 7:50. All right, rule number one. Rule number one, we don't want to touch the players. And the reason why is if we touch them, it gives them an invitation to touch us. And once they touch us, they know that that's a big no-no. It's against the rules to do that. Then we have issues then at that point. So when we're working one way or the other that way, it's just one of the things to be mindful of. Same thing goes with coaches there, but sorry, going back to the 7:50 mark on that play, let's take a look at it too. And it probably was the right call. I didn't see it all the way through, but if we watch back through, does that push from behind speed up the defender and affect their RSBQ? The rhythm, speed, balance, and quickness when it comes to going into the hoop. All right, 6 minutes left, 10-point ball game, 24-14. Fouls are 4 and 4 apiece. Shooter? All right, we missed our sub there. All right, good call. Good call there at the trail. The big thing is when you made that foul call, take a look at your hand. Your hand got this high on it. Post that one up nice and high. Big strong call there. And I know the kid's grouchy about it, but absolutely. Hands are there. We got to get that foul call. Just make sure it's nice and strong. Present yourself well that way at the table. Way to stay with the shooter, up and down. Good job. Chad, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, one thing, stand up straight.
Okay.
Okay? When you start to lean down, you are blessed, what, you're 6'1"?
Man, about
6
on a
foot,
good day.
6'1"?
Yeah.
Us little people, I wish I could be your height.
Okay.
So that's one of the things where,
Stay up.
one thing that'll help is keep your chin up, even when the ball's in front of you.
Okay.
Keep your chin up because that's going to help you stand tall. And it's just an appearance thing where you'll see yourself on tape when we go back and look at it. You'll get a countdown here.
Be up here.
That just looks a little bit stronger, okay?
Gotcha.
Also, when we're at the lead position, the only time, like, you really shouldn't ever have a count from the lead. Trust that your trail and your center official are going to pick those things up. So if it's a quick steal and we're going back the other way, you become the new trail. In the back court, then you have your count, your 10-second count. But in the front court, 5-second count, it should really come from one of the outside spots. Because you have the hoop.
Yep.
And everything coming at the hoop, you got bigger things to worry about than whether or not 5 seconds. So, good job. All right, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. 26-16, fouls are 5 and 4. Good job of staying with one hand with the signal for out of bounds and not crossing our body. That's a really good job. Okay. This is a good philosophy play for us. So 350, this foul happens, steal. It's a quick play going the other way. It's going to be a tough play to officiate already. Let's go back and slow things down. Did that player go to the basket when that contact was made? If so, we should definitely put him on the free throw line. If that foul happened at the 3-point line, absolutely, let's put it on the side or underneath the basket. But I'm guessing if we watch this one back on tape, we're all going to want to shoot that one. Z, am I getting static or are we good? Okay.
How's it going?
Good to see you. Still good? Okay. You should have been shooting. We should have shot that one. Gotcha. Let's make sure we're inbounding on the outside here. Because whose sideline is that to call as the new trail official? You got to look through bodies and you might have to run through a body to see something there. All right, we double marked the 3-pointer there. Something for us to talk about philosophy-wise on the tape. All right, what's the rule-wise goaltending for high school? Let's talk about that one on tape. All right, 150 mark, we have a foul call for lead position. Let's back and watch the play. We have an upper move by the offensive. My question is, what did the defender do wrong in that instance? Did we call it push going to the table? So we're calling push or body with that one. Let's go back and see, was that, do we love that foul call? I don't know. That's why we get to watch it on film. don't think it hit the rim. They bailed us out by not doing anything. All right, 1 minute, good communication. Absolutely. All right, good job, good patience on that play. Good score. Way to not leave the scene of the accident too early, making sure the players are able to get up. That's a hard foul. We have plenty of time to go over to the table and do our spiel. On the sequence down there from the lead position. That one's always a perfect play when the ball goes out of bounds. One of our outside officials should take a peek at the clock to make sure we get a clock stopped. Marcus says you need to keep smiling. This is supposed to be fun. Who's all in this group? What group is this one?
This is group 2.
Yeah. All right. I'm finally picking on you, Zach. This one. 3-point basket. All right, 3-point basket. We have our signal. If you go look in the mechanics books, is it this? You can see me on videotape. Lucas, keep recording, okay? Is it this, or do we have to turn inside like this, like in football for a made field goal? Just something to think about. Microphone is back on. We are recording.
We're gonna have
So we missed.
put his hand up.
We had a goofy thing in transition, like rotation-wise. You started shaking your head. The only people that know that is us. Just.
Oh, did I shake my head?
Oh yeah, you went like
Thank
this. You went like this.
I'm not supposed to do that.
Well, we only know that something happened there, and I know you're being evaluated, and we're looking and catching things on videotape today. But if any time something happens like that, where we get a little cattywampus in a flex or a transition of some a switch or a rotation, we're the only ones that really notice that.
Right.
So if we take it to the next play and we let it affect our next play, and then we're still thinking about it 2 plays later, that's a trip down and back on the court that we weren't officiating. We were thinking about our screw up on that.
Thinking about that.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
I'll see that tape.
Yeah, and I said something about it. It was early. I just said keep reffing. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Then I'll catch it.
Yep.
I'll see where I did. Yeah.
Yep.
That's not what I'm supposed to do. I usually command that. I screwed up here when that inbound was on the corner, and I was just over the division.
That's where it stands.
But then there was 2 players down deep. And Zach,
Yep.
he's not used to free person, but he went all the way down and caught those players where I should have went down and caught them because I was the lead. And that's what I want to see. That was a mistake because there's 2 big guys down here all by themselves, but Zach picked it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Stay tall. Keep your chin up. We're shorter guys, and so anything that we can do where 6'2", 6'3", I would love to be 6'3" and be able to go. For us, it's just one of those things appearance-wise for us. If we can make ourselves bigger, more confident, whether that be puffing out the chest a little bit or keeping our head up. There's a couple times where the ball will get on top of you, where you'll self on tape doing this, and it's just one of those things that It exudes confidence. It's one of those trigger things for your own, but then also for everyone else in the gym that unfortunately we have to worry about now. So, we talk about it, and as a crew, is every once in a while we're marking 3-pointers, and the 2 people on the outside are both marking.
Yeah, right.
And don't forget that this is a communication piece to one another, that if it's in my primary and I mark it, what does that mean? That I'm the one that's watching the shooter all the way up, all the way down. The other person, we can watch rebounding action going on underneath. I'm not saying that you did it. Everyone was doing it.
But isn't the person opposite supposed to mirror it?
A make.
On a make.
Just a make.
Just a make.
Okay. And I may be doing it on the attempt.
Okay.
Because
that might
what I was reading, and again, I think it was Steve and I, but when I would mark a 3-pointer, it would be in the center's position, the center's area, right? That would back off of here. But it's okay if you're going to get it. That way I can drop. If he's got it, I'm going to drop and go back in.
You just get, that's one of the things and we're going to see it, and I'll point it out on the tape again, but that's just one of those things that one person has it. I think it's a combination of all of us, where, just so you understand the philosophy of it, this is a communication piece that I'm watching this shooter all the way up, all the way down to the floor. So then we have our still 2 sets of eyes on the rebounding action then at that point, which is important.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You'll hear my stuff on tape, so go ahead.
I thought all you guys had really good patience. One thing I saw at times.
All right, so what are our goals for the second half? What are we going to do?
Hustle for me, good communication, good eye contact.
Chad?
Hi, Chad. I'm hoping not to sweat.
Huh? I'm hoping not to sweat. Good luck on that one. Chad, nice to meet you. Everyone's worked 3-person before, or today first time? Everyone's worked 3-person before? Awesome. So hoping not to sweat, another goal.
Holy shit.
It's all good. Just make it next time.
I want to work on one-hand mechanics.
Gotcha.
Like, let's say we have a ball go out here.
Yep.
I'm bad at using my right hand and then going to the left instead of just left and down.
Okay. Sounds good.
Start the low stuff.
Okay. Awesome. Have a good second half.
Did we find out who has the ball?
I didn't see. Did you get your lunch?
What? Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, Lucas, can you hear me just fine? We're recording? Awesome, thank you. Alright, 1920. I just walked in the gym. I don't know what happened.
And you reverted hold his pivot foot. I would
Excuse me, wow. Alright. Absolutely. That's exactly what the person did when we go to the table. With that, well, let's try to stick with the Federation mechanics, and we can talk out what he did. So I'm going to go to the table on that play with a push, but I'm going to say red 3. and I'm going to signal push, but I'm going to say out loud, 2 hands on the hip. Because then the coach, hears what actually the foul was. And we're doing everything by the book that everyone else is able to see then at that point. You need some ice, bud? You okay? Okay. 15 minutes left, 15:30 left, 43-31. Fouls are 3 and 1. All right, now kind of gotten you settled back in. Good hustle, good hustle. That's a good clean play. Nice job, good patience. Good hustle. These guys are going to make it today.
Halfway through last year,
.20 left in the game. Scores 48-31. Fouls are 3 and 1. Nice count at the trail. A following ball. At lead, we can mirror the ball. What I mean by that. Alright, good one for us to double check on, but I'll believe you, Sue, I'll believe you. What I'm saying when we mirror the ball is at the lead, we should always be a step outside of the ball until that ball gets outside the 3-point line. So, as the ball starts flowing inside, 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 and eventually we get to the other side of the court, you're moving down, and you get to close down, ball's on the other side of the court, then you're able to rotate and go through. Way to stay with the shooter all the way. Nice job staying with the shooter all the way. That's one that we earned that one in the winter time when we do it all summer long. Just becomes second nature for us to stay with that shooter all the way through. "20-point ball game. If this game continues to get out of whack and that lead keeps getting bigger, that's when in games it's always important for us to stay on top of the little things that make us good officials. All right, Sue, that's a good chance for you to come in and just have conversations with players. All right, nice play, everyone, nice play. Let's get lined up. Shooting two. Number 2's our shooter. Doing those types of things is being active, engaged in the game. Will help things for our partners, but then also clean things up from a management standpoint. Close down that lead. All right, rules time. That foul happened at the 11:08 mark. We need to know the status of the ball when that shot is taken or when that foul occurs. So, and I think we're right on this one, if that foul occurred before that shot was taken, absolutely we have to wave off that shot. But if ball's in the air and then we have a foul that happens, that ball is still live, and although it's dead, it can still go through the hoop. We count the basket, and the team's going to get the ball underneath the basket. So, status of the ball is really important on that play. Let's go back and watch it on film to make sure if we're correct or not. Good job at Sue, staying on top of that play, not getting eaten up on that. Good take. That one's a pretty good camp too. .38 left, scores 55-35. Fouls are 6 and 1. The guest has 6 fouls and the home team has 1. Game management, just something to think about is if we can find a a good foul on White at some point. That would be a good thing. You can't help it that Red fouls a lot, but from a management standpoint, we don't ever need to see a team getting shellacked by 40 either. All right.
The ball is on this side of the floor. Why would you be over there guarding the guy? Where do you need to be? That's outside, right? You got to be outside. You guys going outside. The ball is on this side of the floor. Go, you're back. Right? Get ready.
Good foul call. Way to stay all the way through the scene of the accident. Really nice job doing that. We had a double whistle on that play, and I'm okay with it. Just something for us to talk about philosophy-wise with that double whistle is the question you can ask yourself, Sue, was I ball watching? It was a clear hit to the head. A good secondary whistle from you would have been a good one if we would have missed it, so patience on that. But just something for us to think about. Positioning wise from the trailer, are we in the right spot to see that 3-point shot from the feet? I don't know if we're looking through their back or not. Just something to think about when you're on videotape. Are you looking through their back? And you should get a pretty good angle from it. That one might be a step down. You were correct in that was a 3-point attempt. Just something to think about positioning wise though. 550 mark. Let's take a look at that one. Did he shuffle his feet? I think his left foot was his pivot foot. So, one for us to take a look at. I did not catch the whole play. Alright, good rotation and flex. Our center official started a count. We definitely want to slide on over. .517 for us is a 24-point ball game. Unless something crazy happens, we know the outcome of this one.
Okay.
Continue to stay on top of the little things, though, because this is where bad habits start in the summer that translate into the winter season for us. So make sure mechanically, if there's something that someone told you earlier in the day, you focus on that. So whether it is your one-hand reporting or staying with the shooter or really focus on the matchups in your primary, 5 minutes, let's officiate that really strongly. Zach, how long have you been working? 6 years. This is your first or second round at 3-person?
This is my first time ever.
First time ever? It's a little different.
I mean, it's different for me is there's like, you won't blow a whistle for like 3-4 minutes. I mean, that's just so, you know.
It's different.
I like it.
You see the game from a different perspective again.
Once I'm internalized where I have to be, rather than do I gotta go there, it's gonna be way much easier. No, that's it.
Yep. Good good patience. There was a good block underneath the basket. That was really good patience from the lead. All right, on that drive to the basket, it's a good idea from the lead position to close down a little bit. Anything you can do to shorten up that angle when you're looking through players will help you out. All right, we talked about it at halftime with the first group. We had 2 signals, prelims on that 3-point basket there. All right, center, we're starting to work a little high. Make sure we're staying around the free throw line. That's a good management call for us right there. Keeps the cool, keeps the peace. Red keeps the ball. That's a good foul to take in this situation. Three minutes left to go. 67-40 is the score. All right, the foul's at 3 minutes. Sue called it. Let's go back and take a look at that one. We had a one-on-one move from the center position. Lee, did we see something that the center official wasn't able to see there? You're probably right. Just something to think about though is, you know, we all work the different positions from trail, lead, and center, and we have an idea of what we're able to see when we're in those positions. And so if you're able to sneak a peek from a different position to help out someone's play, especially as from the center official, that play's going away from you, you might be able to pick something up there. Who's a shooter? Game situations are important here.
They want to. I do football.
A lot of it.
Not as much as Dad. Dad does a lot of it.
I'll let you know we're coming down there.
Minute 25, let's just make sure no one punches someone here. All in all, I think it was a pretty good second half, and it was a pretty good game where we didn't insert another bonus situation, so just knowing situations is important here so we don't lose shooters. We're going at the table there. Let's watch ourselves and how we presented at the table. And this is nitpicking like crazy, but we make a good foul call and our numbers are good, and we're kicking our leg up at the table. Come to your spot, get set, make your signal, do whatever you have to do. Get in a strong stationary instead of laissez-faire kicking our feet up. Again, nitpicking. All in all, I think this group had really good court presence. They were standing tall, being confident. All right, 35 seconds to go in the game. This is a good play for us to talk about. We have a block charge play underneath the hoop, and if this was college, we'd have an arc there, and that would help us out. But let's talk about that play. I think we can all agree that that took a little bit longer than we wanted to as far as the signal. People want to know those plays right away. I will show you the block charge tree, and hopefully that'll help us out with determining whether or not that was a block or a charge. Huh?
Right or not? I thought it was
I don't. No, it's fine. No, it's still on. No, it's fine. It's something that I think we can openly talk about.
That was because I wasn't officiating going.
I don't mind block or a charge on that play. It's just timing needs to be a little faster. That's all.
Can't wait. Good job, everybody. That was kind of a lopsided game.
Thank you, Lucas.